This movie tells the story of a young boy, Ponmile, who spends a day being an apprentice in a mechanic workspace. He first witnesses Komaru and Erukutu exchanging abusive words over a size 12 spanner. His father calls him out and introduces him to the chairman of the mechanic space and pleads with the man to take him in for just a day. He gets introduced to Komaru, who takes him to Brother Tao's shop for a quick change of clothes. Brother Tao tells Komaru to find his apprentice named No Trouble and send him back, since he's been gone for a very long time. When Ponmile comes out, they both make jest of him because of his coverall. Komaru suggests they go eat breakfast first before heading to their workstation, and on their way, he boasts about how he can identify all the airplanes without having to look up. Inside the restaurant, we meet Obama, and according to Komaru, he smuggled himself into America during Obama's tenure and got deported during Trump's tenure. Ponmile hears a girl singing and goes out to meet her. She introduces herself as Simi, and it is obvious that he is completely smitten by her, although she is way older than him. Back at their workshop, we meet Argentina, Komaru's boss, and Thierry, another apprentice. Argentina tells Ponmile to listen to them both and pairs him with Thierry to do a task. During their task, Thierry brags about Mercedes-Benz being the fastest car in the world. When Ponmile corrects him saying it's Bugatti, he becomes irritated and insults him for questioning his intelligence. Ponmile also points out that he wasn't doing the work correctly. He is obviously annoyed, but smiles, saying he was only testing his knowledge on cars. While doing his work, Komaru sees him staring at Simi and tells him every apprentice likes Simi, especially Obama, insinuating that when anyone shows interest in Simi, Obama arranges for a half engine to be dropped on the person, and that's exactly what happened to Otumba. During their work with their boss Argentina, Thierry tries to sabotage Ponmile to put him in trouble, but it backfires and this angers Thierry some more. When they go out to have lunch, Erukutu enters the canteen and without mentioning names, he begins to threaten whoever stole his size 12 spanner, saying the person knows himself. Just then, a woman is seen beating her daughter on the street, and this catches the attention of everyone. When they all gather, the woman explains that her daughter is pregnant and asks her to point out the person who impregnated her. After much hesitation, she points at No Trouble. He tries to run, but the chairman blocks his way and tries to resolve the issue by asking just the people involved to follow him. Ponmile goes in search of Simi and meets her working. They begin chatting and she tells him she loves singing, but most of her time is spent at the canteen helping out her mom. The chairman finds him talking to Simi and calls him out to follow him somewhere. He takes him to Dr. Nepa's shop, who is an auto electrician and also happens to be Erukutu's boss. Dr. Nepa requests for his size 12 spanner from Erukutu, and Erukutu begins to roam about, saying he must have misplaced it. Dr. Nepa shouts at him for his carelessness and tells him to provide it before the end of work that day. As they work together, Ponmile sights some people across with coolers and asks Erukutu about it. Erukutu said it's for Goke's graduation and that one day they will all graduate and have shops of their own, although he is quite unsure about Otumba since he keeps misbehaving. Ponmile goes ahead to tell him the story Komaru told him between Obama and Otumba, and Erukutu laughs, saying Komaru is a liar and a thief. Much later, the chairman comes back to pick up Ponmile, and Nepa commends the boy, saying he's been a good student. Their next stop was at Brother Tao's shop, but Tao was not in the mood because of the incident that happened earlier with his apprentice, No Trouble. He refused the chairman's request to teach Ponmile. As they were about leaving, Ponmile makes a remark about his work, which seemed to change his mind as he pleads with the chairman to leave Ponmile with him. He begins to tutor him about the basics of the job when they hear noises outside, and rushing out to investigate, they meet a gathering of people with Erukutu and Komaru fighting brutally. When they get to separate them and ask for the cause of the fight, Erukutu explains that Kamaru stole his size 12 spanner, but Kamaru's boss Argentina disagrees, saying there's more to the fight, and we get to see that it's obviously because of Simi. Brother Tao then points out that Simi is being courted by Goke, the celebrant. During the graduation ceremony, the chairman praised and blesses Goke, while Argentina presents him with a certificate and they begin to party. As Ponmile and the chairman leave the event, Otumba stops them and tells the chairman about his day, and we discover that he is indeed the chairman's child. When he leaves, Ponmile's father, Mr. Ogida, arrives to pick him up. The movie ends with Ponmile calling the name of an airplane. When his father asks how he knows, he smiled and said, "Experience." Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.